every night and...
So you're going to sell your used guitar.
Don't do it.
Or amplifier. Or pedal.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Why am I saying things wrong? Well, here's some tricks on how you list them. No, it's just the listing descriptions. It's not tricks. It's just the how-to, right?
It's a little how-to.
And it's confusing.
It can be.
It's different, and things have changed a bit over the time. Sweetwater's made things change a bit. The way shops list things sometimes has made things change a bit. And we'll get into that, sort of the secret thing shops do, to where you get like a new guitar, and you're getting it for used prices. So stay tuned towards the end to hear about that. Okay, let's talk about it. Johnny, we're listing things. We got mint, excellent, great, good, average, poor, things like that, right?
Yeah.
Did I pretty much do it?
Kind of did it.
I think I kind of got it close, right?
On the old Reverb, which is the gold standard now, we got mint, then excellent, then very good.
Very good.
Then fair, poor, and non-functioning.
Non-functioning. I feel like my wife would describe me as that.
You're non-functioning. So that's kind of where I feel like if that's what Reverb's doing, that's kind of like the standard now.
Okay, let's take Reverb's standard choice.
Let's go with it.
Isn't it funny to think about that though? Because Reverb's just like a small little office in Chicago across from CME, and like these people just like, this is the new thing. It's the new Bible. They're like the John Smiths. Of used guitar selling.
Sort of is.
Love those guys. So mint, what's the description according to Reverb of mint?
Completely blemish-free, never been modified in any way. So if you have tinkered with your old classic vibe and it's perfect, but you put new stuff on it, according to this, it's not mint.
Okay.
But blemish-free, that's the tricky part, right?
Well, it's tricky too because we get guitars from the factory that would have some swirling, I guess.
Occasionally.
Which I don't really know if that's much of a blemish. Just part of the process of when you're dealing with certain compounds too. And no, it's like.
What's funny though, because this is not mint is not new. If you're a retailer, then you can list the other option is brand new, right? Because you see things on Reverb brand new.
But the way you read it, if you read like Reverb's description of mint, it sounds brand new.
It sounds brand new.
Which is almost impossible.
Almost impossible.
Because if it's a pre-owned piece, it has to have been owned and played at some point.
And you get those little micro picky scratches.
You're gonna find something, or like something with like when you're doing the winder on the sides of the headstock. It's a little bit.
Do you think it's almost smart to stay away if you got a legit thing that you've played? Because we're not talking about like I think the weird thing in this, right, is now you go on there and it's like an open box from some company like Sweetwater or one of the things you order. What's the crazy one? The Z Sounds.
Z Sounds.
Z Sounds. They'd list that as mint, right? Or a shop might list something as mint that's been maybe returned or the box has been opened for whatever reason. You're I hate to say you're getting around MAP, but maybe a little bit of that.
Well, any pre-owned thing, first off, is probably not going to come in original packaging and whatnot either. That would be strange because if it's pre-owned from a retail outfit, it has been purchased.
Yes.
Usually.
And they probably didn't. I can't think of anyone who's ever brought in the original shipping box.
Here's another thing on boxes too, just to help you. Oftentimes, even when we get a piece, let's say in from PRS or Fender or Martin or Taylor, we will not ship it in the original box because the box has been shipped already, it's been chewed up. Yeah. Sometimes we do, but like we have boxes set just for that. So it's not.
It just depends, right? Like if the box is all got, large holes and stuff in it. Now, like a lot of times it's custom shop stuff we're taking out, checking it. The box is in great shape. It's got all the original packing.
Because that's all next day aired.
Cool, exactly.
Yeah,
and so it doesn't get beat up the same way. But if it's just been shipped to us ground, a lot of times we do switch it up. Or
even stuff from overseas, man. Sometimes it's like,
the boxes are rough sometimes.
They've traveled the gamut. But okay, anyway, moving on. Let's get into excellent condition.
I like excellent condition.
What is Reverb's description of it?
Has been used, but only has minor cosmetic defects. This can be considered excellent. Minor surface level scratches, such as pick marks from regular use, would qualify. And the quibble spot, the treble spot is what is a minor cosmetic defect? You know what I mean? Like, because I would say if it's just where like you're strumming, picking, and you get those little scratches above, below the strings. I think some people would argue that's more than minor cosmetic, but in my brain, that's what that is.
And in all fairness, we had a gentleman reach out about a guitar we shipped recently that helped sort of inspire some of the parts of this video. And it was listed as mint on our website, and he sort of said maybe it should have been excellent, and he might have been right.
Yes.
You know, and looking at that, and so we offered a severe discount already upon purchase. We might do a little bit more. We'll see what he wants to do. But it's it's just as far as the listing descriptions, I think we could have missed something. Like, oh.
I know that when I was much younger, and the first things I ever listed, I screwed this up because I just thought, oh, it's perfect, and I didn't. You don't really know. Some of that's personality, right?
I mean, this guitar was on fire when we shipped it. It was underwater for a bit too, so we just missed that.
But I mean, I look at a guitar and I'm like, oh, it plays, it's great, awesome. I'm not looking at like minute things a lot of times, like personally. For me to play.
Now, most things probably live in this next category, probably. Right? Like, and that's very good.
Very good.
What you say to your special children.
Yeah, you're very
good at that artwork, son.
I love how Reverb has like a 15-string bass in this thing. Very good. Not really. It describes items with more cosmetic imperfections than excellent, but still in great condition overall. There may be some scratches, finish dings, or buckle rash. So, a nice journeyman relic. Finish dings or buckle rash, blah, blah, blah. But nothing that affects the playability or function of the gear.
It's funny that we go from like excellent to very good seems like a serious departure. Like buckle rash just got mentioned. Yeah. So like very good. Like, okay, so buckle rash. So very good sort of lives in the best catch-all. You can have no quandaries and questions there.
In my brain, very good is like everything works perfect, but it's been gigged. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like oh, I gigged this guitar, or like played it like every week for a long time. But sometimes that is the best
like
stuff.
Sorry, it's like that Tiller we have in the showroom right now, the 312 fret. I'd say that's very good because it's got some little dings on the top for me playing. If somebody was playing the pick and bing the hell about it.
That's true.
In a little section, but it's a great guitar other than a few dings there. Good.
Okay.
The next condition.
Good condition includes items that are in fine working order, but have significant cosmetic imperfections. A pedal with scratches and dents on its chassis, a guitar with some cracks in the binding. See, like to me, I don't know if that.
See, I would consider that not good.
Me too. You had me until cracks in the binding.
I think Reverb is being very liberal in this description.
An old snare drum with some corrosion on the lugs, blah, blah, all be classified as good. Yes, yeah.
Well, drummers can't see things usually, so they don't matter.
The really funny part, you guys can pull this up. It's the explanation of all these conditions on Reverb. I'm pretty sure that is a relic guitar.
That is 100% a journeyman.
Which may be
that's a relic. That's a relic.
Yeah, because it's got a little bit of like the wood of it, but it's kind of awesome.
I think yes, 100%.
But anyways, it says in their little picture, this Stratocaster has severe blemishes, but it's still
so if that is good, please, Johnny, please tell me what is under fair.
Yeah, because if we're cracked binding it good, man, that's
Jesus. Rough. On fire, underwater.
That's our best reaction video ever. Fair condition items have various imperfections that impact the function of the item. Whew. So it's by fair, we're not working quite right.
Okay.
So fair items aren't broken, but have some minor functional issues. Examples of items in fair condition are scratchy pots in an amp or a playable guitar with dead spots in the upper register. I do feel like a lot of, like when you're using your stuff all the time, you're like, okay, that's right. You work around the little things that are. I mean, I have lots of stuff like that.
I mean, that seems like lesser evils than the okay goodish one above. In some ways, anyway.
I'd rather have scratchy pots than cracked binding.
Yes, cracked binding is a more substantial repair job.
Scratchy pot, little deoxit, little working it back and forth, done.
Give me what poor has then.
Poor, it's been on fire. No, poor condition items have clear functional problems that will generally require repair. So examples of items in poor condition include a guitar in which the action is too high to be playable, and a keyboard with lots of broken keys. I mean, if the action is too high to be playable, but it's like just adjustable.
But a lot of people don't know how to do that.
So, or it might be that high because of some problem, right? Like okay,
set,
yeah,
saddles and stuff. Okay, so if there's poor, there can't be anything below poor.
But there is. But wait, there's more. This is what they referred to me and Baxter when we were children. Non-functioning. No.
Non-functioning young adults.
Non-functioning condition items include instruments and other gear that simply do not work. So if you just want to sell your broke shit on Reverb, you just list it's non-functioning.
Okay. So that's just stuff that's pretty much on fire and underwater. So and there's a section for that.
Fixer-uppers.
Now those of you who stayed tuned this whole time, I promise to give you some tips on how to get some really cool new stuff, new, so we don't get in trouble, at a great price sometimes. So oftentimes shops, retailers, from the biggest to the smallest, like lowly us casino, all the way up to the masters of Sweetwater, will offer things as mint condition that is a new guitar that has been there for too long.
True.
And it's a new guitar and they just need to sell it. They have to avoid maps somehow. This is what some of the shops do. We would never do that because we love map policy. Why'd you it's never
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I just got a little something in my throat.
That was a good chuckle. No, it happens. It's like okay, now it's just if it's been there like too long, you got to move it.
Yeah,
it just
it's true.
And that's a way to get advantage of it. So like, and don't be a weirdo when you get one of those and you're like, well, there's a little something off on it. I don't want that. Or if you're getting a crazy sale, like just smile and be happy. I've been able to partake upon that. It's awesome. Shops do it all the time. Open box specials. That's often what that means too. You know, open box specials are also stuff that's used and comes back and it's fairly, I'd say not mint condition because that seems impossible even for new pieces. Very good.
Excellent.
So that's your tip of the day, kids. Just hopefully that helps a little bit. It's fun. I don't get lost in the minutia of this.
Yeah, it's easy to do that. And it's easy to like sort of want your cake and eat it too. Like to want the mint open box thing that's pristine but was also like $1,500 off. You know what I mean? You usually can't have it both ways.
No, like
right?
if you say you're getting a $2,800 guitar and you got it for, listed at mint or very good or something at $2,000, sweet.
And there's the tiniest
Happy.
microscopic thing on there. Yeah, it's probably fine.
If it drives you nuts, return it too.
Yeah.
Or if that's not the case.
Or if those things drive you nuts, you might have to pay the premium for like the white glove. Hey, no one's ever breathed on this. Like, we handled it in a stasis chamber, you know what I mean? Like you can't have that.
And we kind of do that with certain pieces. That is like when we get like
private stock stuff.
Private stock. Yuri Shishkov, some of his stuff. Like
Yep.
it is like we'll use our raw hands, but it's like the driest of us, and we'll be very careful. And it's held in ways that are not touching buttons and zippers.
True.
And things. I think this is pretty helpful.
I hope so.
I feel like I learned something doing this
It was
video.
just fun. It's just fun thinking like because you think you know this stuff, right? All right, and then to go in and read it, you're like, okay, that's what it actually.
Well,
means.
the deviation from the one to the other was like, whoa! It was like that's like went from like
very good
to good is like not good.
Oh, the body's falling apart. So every old Gretsch you've ever seen.
Or on fire and underwater at
whatever.
the same time. Those are my favorites. So I hope you enjoyed this somewhat.
Yes.
Learned a little bit.
Yeah.
List intelligently. We learned a little bit here. Click like, subscribe.
Hit the very good bell.
Share us your stories too of your selling things on the interwebs and your experiences as pros or negatives.
Yeah, man.
And if the shop tried to take care of you, or if you might have been unreasonable, or if the shop was unreasonable. It happens both ways because there's people at both places, and people are unreasonable things. We're strange. We need to be better. We're going to be better one day.
That's right.
We're getting
when
there.
the aliens take over, it's going to all be better.
Childhood's end.
Be enlightened. New
Great book.
vibrational frequencies.
I love vibrations. Pulse. Frequencies. Yeah. Bye. Peace.